Kraven the Hunter. Finally, I was able to watch this movie. If you don't know, I don't go to theaters anymore. They're just too damn expensive. I don't like crowds. And honestly, I don't really like leaving my house unless I absolutely have to. What can I say? I'm a homebody. So I waited for this movie to hit streaming. And when it finally showed up on Netflix, at the time I had Netflix, I didn't have the right tier plan. It honestly felt like the whole say you don't want people to watch this movie without saying you don't want people to watch this movie type thing. I don't know. But finally, I was able to watch it. And yeah, it was about what I expected. I really wanted to like this movie. Well, for one part, because it wasn't another Batman, Superman, Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Seriously, can we get like a live action Miles Morales, Static Shock, Squirrel Girl, or literally fucking anyone else? Is that too much to ask for? Probably. Anyways, back to Kraven. So we've got Kraven, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson. His dad, Nikolai, played by Russell Crowe. You know what? I gotta point this out. Why is it that it's all the same people in the Marvel universe? Like those two, and now Robert Downey Jr. A bunch of the same actors. Can't find anyone new? No? Okay. And then finally, we have two new people who haven't been in a Marvel movie that I know of. We have Ariana DeBose playing Calypso and Fred Heckinger playing Dimitri, Kraven's brother. So long story short, Kraven's dad takes him and his brother on a safari hunting trip because their dad is like this great white hunter or something. Anyways, they're hunting for this lion because of course they are. Kraven gets hurt, dragged off by the lion, and then saved by Calypso's magic water stuff from her grandmother. And then also some of the lion's blood drips into Kraven's flesh wound, and poof, superpowers. Okay. Years later, Kraven is hunting bad guys because of course you do, and because of like serious daddy issues, which to be fair, his dad was like super abusive or something to him and his brother and his mother, but that's just an oversimplification. If I remember right, in the comic books, Kraven is like a full-on supervillain who sees Spider-Man as like the ultimate prey or the greatest hunt something. But in the movie, he's a anti-hero, I guess. I don't remember if they covered this in the movie, but at least in the comic books, I didn't really read much of Kraven, but from what little I remember and a quick basically background check type thing from the Marvel website that they have, Kraven's biggest fear is spiders. So I guess that's why in that one scene where he gets that fear toxin injected into him, you see all these spiders and shit. But his biggest fear is spiders, which you would think that lion, because never mind. Anyways, in the comics, his mother was put into an asylum, which the asylum was just infested with spiders, and that haunted him to today. Oh, also, Scarecrow called. He wants his fear toxin back. Anyways, so yeah, that's why the whole spider raining down when he gets injected. Also, why he like hates Spider-Man because of that. Fun fact, I guess. Also, Kraven was like super abusive to his brother in the comics. Pretty sure, anyways. Let's move on. Now, in the movies, he's portrayed as this conservationist, white hero type, save the animals. But in the comic books, from my understanding, the dude is like a full-on poacher with things like ivory, animal skins, the whole thing. He's just literally a fucking poacher. But great white hunter, I guess. I don't know. So the main villain in this movie is the Rhino, He's a popular Spider-Man villain. He's also in the Sinister Six. But in this movie, I think he looks, I'd say, pretty cool in his like final form. This one is a little more of a depart, I guess, from the comic books and other movies. Anyways, what I mean is that this time he doesn't have a suit. He's got more of this mutant-like thing going on in this movie. Now, normally I'm a stickler for sticking to the source material and all that, but on this one, I just can't help but give it a pass. I don't know why. I think that this version of the Rhino is pretty damn cool. The fact that how his skin changes into, well, a freaking rhino kind of. I don't know. I just thought it was cool, and so I kind of gave it a pass, I guess. I don't know. And then there's the Foreigner, which I'll be honest, I have no idea who this character is. Apart from this dude's a Spider-Man villain, a gambler, and this dude can like hypnotize people in like 10 seconds or so just by staring them in the eyes and counting. That's the gist. Yeah. Also, there's some references to a doctor in, I think it was New York or something, which if I remember right, had a big foreshadowing or something to what would have been the next movie, but I think it got canceled. I guess the whole reason behind the Rhino going after Kraven's dad and then Kraven and Dimitri get tangled up in it is because Kraven's dad was mean to him or something, disrespected him, I guess, during the hunting trip where Kraven gets his superpowers. I think that was him. I mean, yeah, that the whole thing. Just, which, to be honest, I don't even remember what Nikolai said to the Rhino. To be honest, I don't remember the Rhino's real name right now. All right, let's get into the tropes. So we've got the Captain America car chase. Check. The stopping a helicopter with your bare hands. I mean, he uses a net or something, but close enough. Obligatory wet t-shirt contest. You bet. And of course, no Marvel movie would be complete without the no shirt showing the actor's abs, because of course you have to. I'm sure there are many more, but it's whatever, I guess. Is it just me, or an hour and 33 minutes roughly into the movie, they CGI'd Ariana's mouth like at least twice? Just regular conversation, no action, just her and Kraven having a discussion, and they had to CGI her mouth. Okay, so that shit looked like some AI shit. Not kidding. Or they didn't finish the visual effects and hope people wouldn't notice and called it fucking good. I don't know. It just, yeah, that happened. So, yeah, Kraven the Hunter. Not the worst movie I've ever seen, but not exactly a great one either. I don't know. It's got this kind of weird, trying to be edgy type thing, but still playing it Marvel safe, I guess. But this was the first Sony Marvel movie to get an R rating, but it's the 12th Marvel movie to get an R rating. So, final thoughts. I'd say watch it if you're bored and it's free. I mean, I think it's worth a watch, but I grew up watching and liking B movies and sci-fi channel movies of like the Hong Kong B martial art movies. I don't remember what they're called, I'm sorry. But I grew up watching that and I like that stuff. But do I like Kraven the Hunter? I don't know, maybe. To know for sure, I'm going to have to watch it at least 2 more times probably. As of right now, I'd say it's worth watching at least. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. I think it's worth watching at least. I think that's fair. Oh, and Marvel, seriously, give us some new fucking people already, please. And I'm not just talking about actors. I mean comic book characters. We need some fresh blood, please. I think that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see everyone in the next one.